All right, so now we are logged into Business Manager. We are in the Ads Manager tab here. Okay, so in the Ads Manager tab, you have a couple settings in here. So you have your Campaigns tab, you have your Ad Sets, and then you have your Ads tab. In the Campaigns, this is the actual type of ad that you are running, right? So for example, here you'll see here it says retargeting Facebook lead. That is a retargeting ad. Which is a Facebook lead generation campaign. Okay, so in this one, we're using Facebook lead generation forms to retarget people that have come back to our site. With this second one here, you'll see we're driving to cold traffic, and it's a Facebook lead. So we are driving cold traffic to our Facebook lead forms. Now we'll get in depth with the type of ads and campaigns that you can run in just a minute. But this is where you would find them and determine get the day-to-day stats on if your ads are running or not, and see, like this one here has 1,005 lead forms over its lifetime of the campaign. We've reached 69,209 people, and with 156,470 impressions, right? So this one campaign's running at $3.83 per lead, right? So this is where we'd go just to get a quick overview of the actual campaign. Now, in one campaign, you can have multiple ad sets. So if we go to the Ad Sets tab, the ad set is the audience, location, the placement, and your budget. Okay, so if we look here in these tabs, in the ad set, we have, this is Mesa, right? That's the city. We know it's a Facebook lead generation ad. And I'm running it to a lookalike audience of 1%, and the age range is 25 to 64. Okay? And then for our daily ad spend, it's $5 per day. So the ad set, again, is the audience, placement, budget, and location of your ad. And we'll go in depth a little bit here in just a minute. So then inside of each ad set, you can have one or multiple ads. Now in your ads, it is the actual creative part. So you see here some pictures pop up. This is the actual creative part in your ad copy. So for example, it would be this picture here that's selected in our image, in our ad, and we're running it to Phoenix Pool Homes under a certain price, right? So each campaign can have multiple ad sets, and inside multiple ad sets, you can have multiple ads. So let's take a look at creating and setting up an actual campaign, right? So let's hit create campaign. Now we're just going to go over a quick overview of this, and in tomorrow's video you'll get a complete breakdown on how to create different types of ads. So right now you'll see, and we'll go over every type of ad and what the objective is for it. Okay, so first thing we need to know is when we are doing Facebook marketing, and like any other marketing, you need to run an ad to a specific audience. So if we look over here in these three columns, we have the campaign. So this is the type of ad that you'll be running. Okay, then in the ad set, like I said earlier, it's the audience, placement, and budget. So we're going to create an audience with a set daily budget and where the placements are. Then we create an ad around this specific audience, right? Because in our ads, we want to talk directly to the audience, right? So for example, if we're talking to renters, our audience would be renters in a specific age range in a specific location, right? And our ad copy would be speaking directly to them. Are you tired of renting and tired of paying your landlord's mortgage, right? Something similar like that, where when somebody sees it who is a renter, they know that that ad is for them. Okay, so that's a little insight of how we would set up and determine how to create an ad. So over here you have three different columns. I like to call this the know you, like you, and trust you columns, right? So in the awareness, you have two different types of campaigns you can run. You have brand awareness, and in the brand awareness, this is you putting your brand through Facebook marketing in front of as many people as Facebook thinks is going to like your ad, your brand, excuse me, right? So that's what brand awareness is. If you're using a reach campaign, this is you putting your ad in front of as many unique individuals as possible, right? So for this one, you would run an ad to put it again in front of as many people as possible. Then we look at the like you column, right? That would be the consideration column. Now the first one we have, which is selected here, which is traffic. Now traffic campaigns objective is to get as many people to click on your link and go to your website as possible. That's the sole purpose of this. Now you can generate leads with this campaign, but they will be at a higher cost per lead because the intent of this is just to get them to your site. Okay. Then we have post engagement. We have engagement. Engagement is taking a post on your Facebook page, creating that post, and then running an ad to that post. So say you posted a post on your Facebook page that says, top 10 reasons you should sell now versus in the spring. Okay, you would post that on your page and then create an engagement to a specific audience to get them to like, comment, and share your post, right? So that's what engagement is, to get them to engage in your post. App installs we don't use. Video views. Video views is essentially what it is. The objective is to get as many people to like your video and watch your video as possible, right? So the objective there is to get as many video views as possible. The lead generation, this is where I do about 90% of my business and my ads that are currently running now. Why I like this so much is, one, it's the lowest cost per lead to cold traffic, okay? And what Facebook does is you create what's called a lead form. So Facebook will run your ad that you create. Once somebody clicks on the Learn More button, it'll bring them to what's called a lead form. In that lead form, Facebook will auto-populate their name, phone number, email, and whatever information that they can that you request, okay? And this is done by their actual Facebook profile. So this specific campaign gives the consumer, I believe, the best user experience because you're generating their information without them having to actually physically type it in. And then you're taking them to your website and giving them as much information as they want. Why? Because you now have their contact information already. Okay, so that's what I do about 90% of my business in. And then you have conversions. Conversions is what I would call, in what I would like to call the trust you column of the strategies of Facebook marketing, right? So conversions is getting somebody to your site to take an action, whether that's becoming a lead, purchasing an item, downloading a PDF. That is what conversion is. So Facebook will put that ad in front of as many people as they think will convert and become a lead or purchase something on your website. So those are the different types of ads that you would run. So that are the type of campaigns and objectives you could do. So now let's go into the ad set. Right? So in the ad set, again, this is where you would set your audience, your placement, and your budget. Okay? So for example, if you're in Phoenix, Arizona, you're not going to run an ad to the whole United States. So what you would do is you would select Phoenix, Arizona, all right, in the current city, okay? So you've picked your location, and then the next thing is your age range, right? So what age range do you want? For me, I run 25 plus, okay? Sometimes I narrow it down a little bit more, but for the most part, I run 25 years or older because in my market and in most markets, the average first-time homebuyer is just over 25, but I don't want to miss building on that pipeline of somebody that may be looking to buy in the future. All right, so once you have your location and your age set, you have your detailed targeting. In here, is where you can type in what people are interested in. Are they interested in Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com? Are they interested in buying a house, becoming a first-time home buyer? That is where you would put what their interests are, so that you can narrow down from 1.4 million people to a couple 100,000 or 100,000, right? And then so once you have your detailed targeting set in, which is your interest and demographics, we would come down to your placements. Now your placements are, you can have it automatic where Facebook will put it on any of their platforms, or you can come down here and hit edit placements. You can run it on just Facebook news feeds, or you can run it in instant articles. You can run an ad through Instagram if you'd like. You can put it on Facebook stories. So you can choose whichever ones you want here, or you can just let Facebook automatically run that for you. Okay, so the next step of the ad set is the actual daily budget. So you have two options here. You can do a daily budget or a lifetime budget. In a daily budget, it is simply exactly what it is. It's a total cost per day. So whether it's $1, $2, $5, $1,000, that would be the total amount spent per day. Okay, it's automatically auto-populated at 20. So if you don't want to run $20 a day, you just click on it and hit the amount that you want to, and you'll see here the estimated reach will go up and down based off of your daily budget. Okay, if you want to run a lifetime budget, you select a specific time frame: 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 30 days, 3 days, 5 days, 10 days, and you give it a total budget. So, for example, this one here, if we left it preset, would run from November 17th to December 17th at $350 total. Okay, so I don't run lifetime budget, but you could if you wanted to, spend an exact amount of money without having to come in here and know when to turn it off. Okay. Then I leave all this because Facebook optimizes it to be the best settings. And then we hit continue, and then continue would take you to the ad itself. In the ad itself, you can do a couple things. You can run a carousel ad. So what a carousel ad is a multiple picture ad. Each picture has its own headline and link that can be linked to specific websites or specific URLs, and then they share the same text. Okay, single image is one single image, exactly what it is. Now you can create up to 6 different ads with one image each, right? But each ad that is running will only have one image. You have a single video, so that is a video that you put in here to generate leads, and that's exactly what it is, one video. Slideshow is Facebook will take up to 10 pictures and create a slideshow video that you can use to generate leads online. So this one will be good for maybe a single property site that you have a bunch of good pictures. Instead of doing just one single image, you can create a video based off of that property and the images that you have. If you want to add images, right here you have Browse Library. Browse Library is going to be any image that you have uploaded into Facebook. You can do free stock images, so this connects to Shutterstock, and because you're spending money on Facebook, you get Shutterstock for free. And then you can also upload images from your computer directly into the library on Facebook. All right, so then we go into the ad itself, right? So the text is always going to be the top part here, so I'll type a couple things, right? You notice here it comes up on the top, so the text is right above the image, video, or whatever type of ad you select up top. And then you have your headline. The headline goes right below and next to the call to action button. Okay, so you see here, this was my text, and down here is my headline. All right, and then the next step is a call to action. A call to action can be a couple things. It can be and apply now, or a download if you want to give a PDF away. Learn more is pretty much what I use. And then in the ad itself, I tell them my call to action in the ad copy is click learn more. Okay, so if we click learn more, you'll see that it changes to learn more. All right, and then this is a Facebook lead form. We'll go into this in the next video. And then you would hit, once you're done setting everything up, you would hit confirm. Okay, but again, we'll go into that. So again, the campaign is the objective itself. The ad set is the audience placement and budget, and the ad portion is the ad copy, the text, and the style of format that you are running. All right, so let's go back. So now that we've gone over this, let's go back. So say you've ran an ad and you want to do a retargeting ad, which is an ad that they didn't sign up or they did something on your site, and you want to put an ad back in front of them for brandability, right? So you would come in here to audiences, and in here you can do a couple different things, and I'll show you. So if you were to hit create audience, you can do a couple different things. You have custom audience. In custom audience, you can make an audience of somebody that went to a specific page. You can make an audience based off of somebody that watched 10% of your video. You can create an audience of your customer database, right? You can upload a CSV file into that. A lookalike audience. Now, a lookalike audience is somebody that matches a specific audience you've created. So they match them to 1%, 3%, or 5% of the audience's interests and demographics. And then saved audiences is you just creating an audience based off of a location and interests, and then you save it to Facebook. Okay. Those are different type of audiences. We'll go a little in depth, a little further in the next video. Just want to give you where we're going to get that from. All right, and if we go back into all of our tools, if you want to set up Facebook pixels, this is where you would find your Facebook pixel. Now, what a pixel is, like we stated before, is a code that you put on your website that when they go to that, Facebook collects the data for them, whether that is their profile or a URL or it's similar to like a cookie being placed on your browser. So right here you see this one pixel has 9,300 events, right? So we've sent 9,000 people to a specific website. All right, and then so that's where your pixels would be. And then if you wanted to set up your billing is here. You want to set up your business settings, add somebody as an advertiser or something like that, you have business settings here. If you want to upload images without being in an actual ad, that's what the image is here, right? And then you can see all your page posts from Business Manager as well. Now, if we wanted to go back into where to create ads, we would come here and go back into Ads Manager. Okay, and then that would take us back to the specific page where we can now look at all of our campaigns that are running, all of our ad sets, and all of our ads, and we can also create an ad. Say you wanted to look at the preview the stats or the demographics or something for a specific time frame. Right here in this top right corner, you have what a date range. From here, we can hit a drop down. We can do last month. We can select this month, last week, this week, last 30 days, last 40 days, last 14 days, last 7 days, yesterday, today, or you can do a custom date range, right? You can go, maybe a few months back and select that and go, to today and update that, right? Hit update, and now you see May 1st to November 17th. So, you can change that there. But that's pretty much the ins and outs of Ads Manager. In the next video, be on the lookout in your email. In the next video, we'll go in depth on how to create specific ads. and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks and have a great day.